really not hard.
Let's make that bigger. Booyah. All right, you ready to do this?
Chicken wow, yeah! Oh my god, he's hacking up shit. I'm gonna have to cover this up. I'm gonna put a blurb over it.
Welcome back to Fatties Over 40. It's your boy Blanco alongside Jonesy.
Hi!
What's up, man?
How's it going?
I'm fucking here.
You're dead. If you guys don't know this, I'm sitting next to a ghost. He died 4 days ago.
I did die.
He died 4 days ago.
Legit died. I've been dead for about 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
That's why we haven't had a show, because I can't fucking breathe. I cough constantly. I'll cough during the fucking show.
Oh, I know
it's
you're going to.
happen.
I know, and they're going to hear it, and then they're going to be like, oh my god, what is this guy doing?
Taking my cough medicine.
And the people that are on Spotify or iTunes or, oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe. I don't ever say that at the beginning of the show. So if you guys are hearing this, like, share, subscribe, send it to your mom, send it to your grandma, send it to your worst enemy in the world.
Yeah,
make them listen to this shit, because it's going to hurt their ears.
Yeah. If you hate them, really, really fucking hate them, you
send it
should
to them 12 times. Download it, send it to them.
Just spam them. Just
spam
them
the
constantly.
shit
We just bam,
Yes.
bam, bam. More fatties, more fatties. Yeah, yeah, yeah. More fatties. Mini tribal. That's how we're gonna start this one off.
Okay.
Mini tribal.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
And
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, in
I was
order to
gonna fuck
start
it
it
up.
off right, I'm gonna do this.
I was going to say,
you're gonna say what you
we
want.
have a great show to start with, because we have 2 things to try today.
We're doing drink first.
I know. Calm down.
We're doing drink first.
Calm down. I know how this show starts. All right. So you guys know that we are fans of the, kind of fans of the Jack Daniel's premixed drinks. Well, they've come out with a cherry version, and this is a little bit stronger than the other one. This is 7% alcohol.
And it's Chicka Cherry Cola.
Chicka chicka, yeah.
Chicka Cherry Cola.
Let's see if there's a.
Oh,
that sounds promising.
it smells like fucking cherry Coke, straight up.
Oh, it's got some fuzz to it.
Oh shit! It actually has
It's got
carbonation
some
in this
fuzz.
one.
I'm gonna try it before I put it on ice.
I'm gonna try it
You
straight
have
out of
ice.
the can.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna try it out of the
try
can, and I'm gonna.
Well, that's delicious.
Well, that's good.
That tastes like fucking cherry Coke. Let's pour it in there. So I've got a 7% Jack and Cherry Coke, which, I mean,
This
cherry
might
Coke
be-
is delicious.
This might be one of my favorites,
Mixed
and I've had one drink out of it.
with Coca-Cola cherry.
This is getting added to the poolside drinks down in the valley.
This is getting added to the golf course drinks. We'll
fuck
be
yeah.
drinking these on the fucking golf course this summer. That and some deep Eddie V's. I do love me that Eddie V's.
Bro, that's really good.
Yeah, honestly,
really
I barely
good.
taste any Jack. It tastes a lot like cherry Coke.
Like when I put it on ice, it tastes like a little bit watered down cherry Coke, and I'm okay with that because, oh, bro, those are dangerous.
Man, you can put those.
And I'm down for that.
You can put those straight down.
I'm down for some dangerous shit.
Don't worry, I'll have another one of those before we're done.
Yeah, I might too.
That's gonna happen.
That's probably a bad idea, but
It's gonna happen.
1 to 5 rate it on the premixed cocktail. I know where I'm going with this.
Pre-made cocktail. It's solid, man. It's the thing that's the detractor for me on this one.
Uh-huh.
Not enough Jack flavor. It could be my taste
yeah.
buds are a little fucked up, so let's take this with a
you're
grain
right.
of salt. But I'm gonna give it a 3.75
Ooh.
because I want more boozy flavor in my Jack and Coke.
I'm going to give it a 4.25.
Okay.
So an average out to 4, because I agree with you. But I also like the subtleness of it not being heavy Jack flavored.
I do like the cherry. You get a
The
lot of cherry.
cherry's really good.
I think
I think that's what's killing the Jack flavor, is the cherry. The cherry's overriding it.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad though.
And
it's really
like,
not.
if I really want to get just shit faced,
I'm just gonna
add a little bit of Jack to it.
I mean, it's better to make them fresh. Let's be honest. It's just Coke and fucking Jack.
Well,
just
yeah,
pour
but
it in there. But
yeah, but I mean, for a premixed drink that you're just gonna throw in the cooler to have with you, like at the pool or
poolside is when this really comes in handy. So I don't want fucking glass of any kind at the fucking pool.
no,
Don't
I'm
be that
gonna
person.
crack that open, and it's delicious out of the can. Which some of these are not very good out of the can.
No,
that is.
that's really good.
I cannot wait to find the vanilla flavored one, and I hope that's real. Because if it is real and it's not fucking bullshit AI, I'm gonna find it.
I mean, it's gonna be good because we
drink
always say that Jack and Coke
lot.
has a bit of a vanilla flavor to it anyway.
It always does.
It brings that vanilla out.
Yes.
And it's fucking delicious.
Which means it's probably going to taste like vanilla Coke and no Jack.
I'll be okay with it.
I almost bet you that the vanilla Jack will be straight vanilla Coke.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. If we find those, we're gonna
We're
get
gonna make
full
'em.
cases. All right.
I'll buy a lot.
And we're going to get a breathalyzer. And we're going to see how long it takes to get that legal limit because we can't even really taste the Jack. We'll just be like, how long does it take before we get there?
I can make this happen.
Don't they sell those home ones that are like super cheap? Like you could plug it into your phone or something?
Okay, so I don't trust those.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's not for legal purposes.
No,
We're just-
not at all. But like,
I'm not going to drive afterwards. I'm just going to fucking do it for the show.
we can get a real one.
But
I have access to a real one.
it'd be fucking badass. It'd be fun. I saw that lady. You see that reel? I think I told you about this. We may have talked about it on the show before, but when you drink the Coke, with the Diet Coke
Yes.
versus the regular, and
Yes.
you got fucking...
And Diet Coke
it
causes
hit
you to get drunk quicker.
which was crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Because of the aspartame.
interesting. So we'll see how long the pre-made vanilla Jack and Cokes take to get us. You know what happens?
You want to go through SFSTs? I can make that happen too.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Standard field sobriety tests.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want any part of that. Z Y.
No.
X.
This would be all the foot up, walk and turn. None of that repeating shit, because that's bullshit. Nobody does that.
I'll be like,
But like, bro, I can't even say my ABCs forward. How the fuck am I gonna get through them backwards?
I'll be like that guy in that. What's that movie clip? I can't think of it now, but he's like, the Earth is spinning at this rate, and we're moving
this
through
rate.
around the sun at this rate, and then the whole galaxy is moving at this rate. He goes, so if I couldn't walk a fucking straight line, that's why.
That's my argument, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm
Goddamn
like,
it.
well, I mean, it's logic.
He's not.
He's not wrong. Everything he said was true to our knowledge,
He's
so
not wrong, guys.
clearly we're gonna have to let this one go. Just let him go.
Yeah,
So it's good.
I really like that.
I like it. That's a good way
That's
to start
dangerous.
it off. Oh yeah, because
That's
we're gonna
dangerous as shit.
We're gonna pound some of those. That's
All
gonna
right.
happen.
So next,
Are we doing
I don't know if
taste
you guys-
test time?
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's breakfast time.
Hang on. Yeah, it's breakfast time. Let me
It is
pull
a
this.
daylight savings. For those of you who don't know,
We'll
we're
get to that in
doing
a minute.
this. We're
We'll get to that in a minute,
idiots.
'cause,
God, we're
yeah.
so fucking stupid.
We'll get to that in a minute.
We're recording this on a Sunday instead of a Thursday when we
Nutty.
normally would.
Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so what we have, and I'm sure some of you have seen these.
You gonna pull it over?
I am gonna pull it over. Oh! Hang on. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. What is going on here?
See, what happened was.
All right, there it is. We got some of these Nutty Buddy cream pies.
So you gave your buddy a cream pie, is what
I
you're
did
telling
give
me.
my buddy a cream pie,
That legit
and
happened.
he liked it. He liked it. So here they are in the flesh.
Here it is. Flesh cream pie. Yeah.
I did that.
I'm a 9-year-old child.
You're an 11-year-old boy that just discovered his wiener.
True story. Oh wow.
So this is not the first time I tried these, but I want your take on it first before I tell you what my problem with this is.
Well, obviously it's that it's not crunchy. A Nutter Buddy is supposed to have that wafer with a crunch factor to it, and it's missing that.
So my problem is the complete opposite. A cream pie, on the other hand, is supposed to be silky smooth because of the oatmeal on the outside. This isn't soft enough for a cream pie. It's not a Nutty Buddy to be crunchy, and I 100% agree with you. However, the taste, 10 out of 10. The taste is there.
I'm not going to stop eating this.
No, not at all. No, I'm not either. But my one complaint is the opposite of yours, is it's not soft enough. And you want the crunch, and I get that. You want the soft crunch. This is like dense crunch. This is like dense. That's my only critique of this.
So when you tell me what this is, my first thought is like a chocolate-covered Nutter Butter cookie. That's kind of what I'm expecting. And that's not what I get. What I get is like a very soft peanut butter cookie that's got a little bit of peanut butter in between it and then covered in chocolate, which obviously tastes good, amazing. But it isn't what I was expecting. So I don't know that this would be in the regular rotation. I think I'd rather go with regular.
It's not, but if somebody was like, hey, I got these Nutter Butter cream pies, you want one? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to take one.
No.
It's not like the raisin ones. Have you seen the raisin ones? Those are disgusting. They're terrible.
Raisin?
It's like a oatmeal raisin cookie with cream in the middle of them. Yeah. Yeah, no.
It's not bad.
You haven't stopped eating it, so that says something.
I mean, I can't. Like, my body is like, give me the sugar.
We have sugar on top of sugar, and we are violating rule number 4 of the radio. Don't eat on the radio.
We do whatever the fuck we want.
So, on a normal scale of 1 to 5, where you at?
See, this is hard. Because we both say the taste is there. It's delicious.
Absolutely.
It's got that peanut butter chocolate flavor, which is really good. I got nothing bad to say about the flavor, but the texture isn't what I want. So out of 5, probably going to give it, like, again, a 3.75. It's just lacking.
I'm at a 3.5, 3.75. That's where I'm at with it. Because taste is a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
But the drawback is it's not what I was expecting when I bit into it. Like, you bite into a Nutty Buddy. You want that crunch.
Yeah.
You want the peanut butter crunch and chocolate. I look at it from the cream pie perspective of, I want the oatmeal cream pie, like, consistency. That's a good word, consistency.
That goes really good with coffee, too. It's a great breakfast food.
Let me see. I have coffee here, too.
Get a little iced coffee. He might just be having a bagel with his coffee. Right?
It does taste.
Goes really good with coffee. Goes really good with coffee. I need more of that in my life. See, now I'm going to go pick up actual, like, Nutty Buddy bars.
Buddy bars?
Yeah. They're so good.
Don't skimp. You got to get the big boy pack, too. Because
Eat
you
them
might
all
as
in
well
one sitting.
destroy everything of your diet while you're sick.
Well, I'm sick and can't work out and can't do anything. Dude, that is the worst.
It is the worst. Especially when, like, whatever this shit that's going around is, like, taking people out for weeks at a time is crazy.
2 fucking weeks, man. I've had symptoms for 2 weeks straight. What
It's
the
like
fuck?
a lady that I work with, her kid's been sick for, I feel like it's been forever. But, like, she got influenza, one strain of it, goes back to the doctor for a checkup because she wasn't getting better. She now has the other strain.
Jesus
It's like,
Christ.
how does that work? Like,
This is ridiculous.
How is that? How does that fucking work?
There's not enough relationship to these that my body can fight it off? No, of course not. Why would it work that way? Why would anything work that way?
We already talked about this before the show. You gotta quit with this logic bullshit.
Logic just doesn't work.
Logic does not work.
It does not fucking work.
No. It
Never
does not.
works. Don't know why. My God. What a shit show. Ugh.
The show of shits.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There's some lung coming.
There it
out.
is.
I feel it coming.
I put a bucket in the corner for him, so you're gonna hear a ting. Like, are they chewing tobacco on there? Nah, bro, he's spitting up lungs. He's Doc Holliday all of a sudden. He's got tuberculosis.
Speaking of legends dying, we haven't talked about this yet. Johnny Dare.
Bro,
Off the air was a
we
shock.
have not talked about this, and I held off on this on purpose because I don't like. Okay,
it's a big story of the week for me. Like, I was
huge.
like, what the fuck?
So, I always listen. I've listened to Johnny Dare in the morning when I've been up going places between 6 and 10 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday, since I was
honestly, probably since you've been
probably
about
since
10.
I was in 8th grade, because my mom started taking me to school, and where we went to school at was downtown.
Mm-hmm.
My mom worked at KU, so we had to go all the way down to 8th and Oakland from 57th Street. So she wasn't really a big fan of listening to him because of all his antics. I, however, was, and she let me listen to him because, well, our mom's awesome like that. So yeah, like 30 plus years of listening to this man.
For people that don't know, Johnny Dare has a morning show in Kansas City on 98 and The Rock, or did have a morning show.
He did.
And he did it for 32 fucking years, which in radio is more than a lifetime. I mean, that's
unheard
insane timeline for somebody in radio.
And consistently top of the charts in Kansas City, Topeka, and your surrounding areas. Like
simulcast at different points in different cities. Like, the man is a legend in the city, for sure. I mean, what he has done for the city is...
He started the Bikers for Babies thing, for the March of Dimes, which exploded. I mean, they filled up Kansas Speedway, I don't know how many years in a row before they stopped doing that, like, because of the guy who was running Bikers, or the March of Dimes people was...
I thought that one guy passed away,
Well,
too.
he passed away, and then the other guy got in trouble for embezzling money and some other shit.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
But then, like...
People are bad guys. We know that.
But then, like, he has and I think it was like 20 years old or something like that, the Hope for Holidays. The Hope for Holidays was one of the saddest, most awesome things ever. Because, like, I literally in the mornings would sit in my car and not go into work for a minute if that story was on.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Or later on, I'd be like, I need to go back and listen to this because I need to hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I need to hear, what did we do for, what did the city do for these people to help them out? And, like, granted, he didn't put in money to it, but he facilitated it and made sure that those people got what they needed, no matter what.
And he always had sponsors. So if some, Joe Schmo called in and said, I'm going to give this money, but he didn't go through, the person didn't suffer because we had sponsors that were giving the money. So he made sure whatever we did on air and said this person's going to get help, they got help. Yeah. And that, honestly, that was my biggest takeaway from the show. And it sounds kind of bad, I haven't listened to a show for a few years, but at Christmas time, I would actually listen to the podcast, and I would still listen to Hope for the Holidays, because I love, it was a tradition for me. Like, holiday time in Kansas City was one of the things that made it special to be here, was that. Yeah. Getting to see the city come together and help their own, and dude, there's nothing cooler than that.
I will say this, I've met him on a couple different occasions. One time I was in 2012 up in Sturgis, because I had a motorcycle back in the day before me wrecking it and all that kind of stupid shit. But I was up there with my cousin, and we were in full throttle, and we ran into him. Hey man, how's it going? We're from Kansas City. He talked to us for like 5 or 6 minutes before he was like, hey, I apologize, I have to go because Nigel or somebody was getting ready to go on stage. He's like, I gotta go backstage. He's like, I apologize, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I gotta go. And we're like, nah, bro, you talked to us for like 5 minutes.
You're good, man.
I apologize for holding you up. You know, and I think I've met him, like, he owns land out in Edwardsville. So, El Porto, out in Bonner Springs off K7 and I-70.
Yeah.
He was in there all the time. He's in there all the time, just sitting at the bar. And, like, it's him, just, like, if he'd turn his head slightly, because he's always in his ponytail and all that kind of stuff. And, like, fucking Johnny Dare.
Kid Rock looking motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I mean, like, the shit that he's done and, like, the stuff that he does for Kansas City, like,
all the charity events over time, dude, it's just...
For the first time in my life, because I had to be into work early on Friday morning. I had to be in at 3:30 in the morning because of some shit that was going on. At 6 o'clock, I turned my phone on. I listened to all 4 hours of that show for the first time in my life.
I like the way they ended it, too.
Fucking love it.
I felt like they did the Seinfeld method.
Yes.
Where you bring everybody back.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is a cool way for the city to say
and
goodbye.
the crazy part about it is they found out about it on Thursday.
And
And 98.9 was like, because normally, because like,
dude, in radio,
99.7,
when you get told you're done, you're done.
well, the Nikki and Ponch show, or Ponch and Nikki, however you want to, because I think that's the same Nikki that used to be on. No. The Ponch and Nikki show on 99.7 also got cut, which I never listened to that show just because of Johnny Dare, but I guess it was a decent show. Thursday was their last show, and they got told after the show that they were being done.
And that's it.
And 98.9 was like, you know what? It's been 32 years. We'll let you guys have one last show, and we'll let you ride off in the sunset. And literally, everybody and their fucking grandma called in.
Almost.
Well.
The one that I was really upset that I didn't get to hear from was T-Bone.
I am actually really surprised that he didn't call in, but I also feel like I feel like there's some animosity with him.
There
some
may be
underlying
some
things that nobody knows about. That's why he didn't. But they talked about him and they praised him for all the stupid shit that he used to do. And like, I remember when he left the show, like they genuinely were sad that he left the show.
Oh yeah, dude. He was a big part of it. I get he was a butt of a lot of jokes. He was
their fall guy.
But he was a big part of the show, man. And, he made everybody laugh.
Yeah.
And I used to listen to the show back then. Like that was when I was a regular listener. And I'm like, I was so sad that he didn't get to be part of the last show.
Absolutely. I mean, and like the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, like I've really enjoyed their show. I don't know why, but I've really enjoyed their morning show. Some of the guests that they have on there I don't enjoy, but like, you know, hearing about him going down to Curacao to help take care of his buddy, and he was down there for like 3 or 4 months. Like, because they basically had to set him up a mobile studio down in Curacao. And like he was down there helping take care of his buddy, and he rolled on with the show.
It's insane,
crazy.
Dude. It's insane.
It's crazy that a radio disc jockey like that could make it through all that shit.
Dude. And I remember when I was listening to the show, because I used to get rides to school from my dad, and he listened to Johnny Dare. So I was listening.
Chijo was all about
I was listening to Johnny Dare in the
absolutely.
morning. That was no question about it. But I remember all the stuff that he would do. And he would get the fine. Like I thought the show was going to be off the air when he got the fine, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like I thought we were going to lose him early on.
I remember them talking about, and like I remember this a lot. And sorry, I was bringing something up. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, like late 90s, early 2000s, when the shock jock radio shit happened with Howard Stern and Mancow and all those kind of like national syndication shows were going crazy. He was going crazy locally. Yeah. He was doing all the inappropriate shit all over the air, having women come in naked, all that kind of shit. He lasted through that and only got fined one time during that. That was when he got a $250,000 fine, but it ended up 3 times. Yeah. Because they actually, and Bob
simulcast.
They got fined $750,000 for that shit. And
that's a death sentence for a lot of shows.
Oh God!
You're bringing a $750,000
and you hadn't even been on the air for
you're done
that long. But like, I didn't realize. I don't think I'm gonna realize how much I'm gonna miss that show until Monday morning tomorrow, when I go to drive into work, because now I don't have anything to listen to driving to work. Yeah. And it takes about 20 minutes for me to get to work.
Not only that,
it's sad.
That's going to be your first time. But then it's going to hit you again here in a couple weeks. Yeah. We would have had the Easter keg hunt. Like, there are different traditions in Kansas City that are tied to that show that sadly we just lost. And it's like, I don't know that a lot of people understand how that hits if you weren't a fan of the show.
Last year, I almost called you because I would have had 2 other people. Fuck. We would have done. I've always wanted to do it forever. I have always wanted to do the Easter keg hunt, and last year, or it was either last year or 2 years ago, when I was at work, I was at the Easter keg.
Were you really?
Yes.
You found it?
I found it before everybody else,
and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm working.
I can't get this right now.
Because I knew it was in KCK. And I knew exactly where it was after like the 3rd clue, because I was listening to it and I was like, I know where the fuck that's at. It was when it was down at Call Point.
Nice.
And I knew exactly where it was. And I went down there, got out of my car, walked over to it, and there were people there, and I was like, obviously I can't win this, but I found it first, and they're just like, yeah, you're not gonna tell anybody about it, are you? I was like, no, I wouldn't do that, like, because like literally, I think it was like an hour and a half later is when the person the team actually got there to find it. Yeah,
nice.
I was like, I found it once, and I was like, I got this within 3 clues. I was like, that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah,
pretty fucking dope.
Shit like that, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss stuff like that, and that's.
I'm genuinely sad, but I know, hands down, he will be back.
Yeah.
I don't know what station he's going to be back, or
honestly, I think you're going to go this route.
They're going podcast route.
He's going to be our competition.
Right.
I don't think we're ever going to compete with Johnny Dare. No. I'm sorry.
No. But I think that whole group will come back together. Like, I really believe it, because there's no reason not to bring Greg back, because he is the backbone of that show with all the musical stuff that he does.
Yeah.
Nikki's a great sidekick. Jake is there to run the program. I mean, he's their producer.
He produces like
he does everything, and he's a great producer.
Yeah.
That Kyle dude, I don't know if he'll end up with them or not, but they could easily,
oh, dude,
Twitch channel that shit like Laszlo does. It'll go national. It'll go national easily.
Yeah.
Especially if they continue to do the things that they've done. Now, granted, right now they have like I think it's like 120-day no-compete clause.
Those non-competes are motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Which I never understood. I hate a non-compete.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
If you don't want this talent anymore for whatever reason, too expensive, not getting the ratings, whatever, then you're done with it. You shouldn't have control over. I hate non-competes. I fucking hate them.
And you know what's horseshit is the fact that I know for a fact. Well, I don't know for a fact. But I know for a fact that his ratings never dropped.
Oh, no.
The shit that was coming into the studio was making them money. Odyssey just fucking hit their bankrupt bullshit and started cutting things like nobody's business. And
they took the highest paid talent that they had, and they cut them.
Well, and what's crazy is like when 96.5, which I think part of this is Laszlo's fault, because Laszlo, I think, pulls in more ratings in the afternoon than probably what he does in the morning, because Laszlo's a little bit bigger, even though he shouldn't be. Laszlo, I think, is a little bit bigger nationally, because I think he's being streamed, because of the Twitch stuff. He's probably streamed in a few more markets than what Johnny Dare is, because Johnny Dare is kind of a niche type of person, because he's like the last of the shock jocks that are still around that aren't podcasting
on satellite.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, that's another route that he could go.
He could
very easily go to satellite radio.
I mean, there'd be an audience for it. Like Howard Stern's been on the air for years.
Yeah. And he still has a large audience.
Yes.
But it's going to be a sad day tomorrow driving to work. Because now I'm curious what they're going to do. Because they have to replace him with somebody.
Well, it'll be somebody from some other city that's not making enough fucking money. You're going to hear the Quad City DJs. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, home of butt rock. Let's go. It's gonna be terrible. Whatever they bring in is gonna be not Johnny Dare.
No.
And nobody's gonna. And it's not their fault. Whoever they replace it with, everybody in the city's gonna fucking hate it. But that's just because you took over the most beloved morning show, and just know that people are gonna fucking hate you. And it is what it is. That's a no-win battle. You just got to go in and do your job every day.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna care what Kansas City says, because they ain't gonna like me anyway.
I was wondering if Johnny Dare was gonna get cut when Odyssey went through all its bullshit, but then like 96.5 got rolled from alternative to now a sports channel. That's all they are.
Which it hasn't been alternative in a while.
No, it hasn't. Well,
ever since Laszlo wasn't the program director anymore and they made it corporate, like I was a big 96.5 fan.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like I stopped listening to Johnny a while ago. I've been listening to Laszlo forever.
I know. That's
my dude. Like I love that show, and I love the music that they like. Yes. I would actually hear new music through the radio, and I don't have that any fucking more. That sucks. Whatever. Like they used to have new music
I see
all
what
the
you're
time.
saying. Yeah,
like they would come up with new artists, like new shit I'd never heard of. They'd break bands, and now I don't have that outlet.
No, you're right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, you're 100% on that.
I gotta find them on my own, which is fucking extremely difficult.
No, because like if you listen to Spotify and you go through like their playlists or their DJ function, which I actually really like their DJ function now, because like it's like a shuffle, but it's like a good shuffle, because like it's AI.
Okay.
Where they go through and they kind of like find what you like, and then they branch out from there. Like, I've heard some new artists on there, but like, there's no new artists. Like, you're not hearing new shit
that you want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I am. Cheers to you, Johnny Dare. We love you. Sorry. I will be turning on my phone, going to work, and listening to whatever I can from you when you come back. The Kansas City will open you, will love you when you get back. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be welcome with open arms.
That'll be the biggest hug back ever in Kansas City.
I'll get a big mouth hug from the city.
Bro, Tech even called it.
Yeah, which is
Tech
crazy.
even called him. I was like, they don't even play your music on here. And you have that big of an independent rapper calling in and going, you guys have always supported me. You guys have always been brothers to us. You always come to shows. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
It was fucking cool, man.
It was.
The way they ended it was
sad,
really cool.
But it was really good.
I also listened to the whole show, which
Did you?
I don't normally
Yeah,
do.
that's what I'm saying. Like when I heard about that, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, well, I know what I'm doing when I'm sitting in my office.
It's got to be done. Like, it had to be done. Yeah. And I just, God bless. Thank you for what you did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll see you when you get back, man.
Absolutely. In about 6 months.
Yeah.
And in that time, you can create your studio. You can get your area set up. You know, it'd be funny.
He needs to come on the show.
Bro, if I see him out, I'd be like, hey.
Like, we need you to do a pod, man. Come on.
Like, I need you to come over.
Come on in. Let's do this.
Like, check out this name. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like this name. Fuck, you can lead the show. I don't give a shit. You can do whatever. You can talk shit. You can say whatever you want to. I don't care. Just come on the show.
So next week, folks, Johnny Dare will be on. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Episode 80, Johnny Dare. No shit. No, not really. I was just playing.
Oh, man. Yeah, we don't need that non-compete bullshit coming at us. No, thank you.
I don't think it would qualify for that.
It shouldn't. It's not.
It would just be if he was producing a show himself.
He could be a guest on something.
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be fine. It'd be 100% fine.
Plus, that motherfucker's going on vacation. He's gonna be hanging down at 302, the pinball place, and he going on vacation.
Shit, he might as well. He got that money. He don't have to work no more. He can do whatever he wants.
Which is crazy.
Good for him.
He'll keep working though.
Oh fuck yeah, he'll come back. He'll give us more shows.
He'll miss it.
It's hard to get away from, man.
I know.
When you love it, you just keep wanting to do it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so for those of you out there, we were talking about daylight savings time. And
you got a story for me?
No, I don't have a story for you. I don't have shit for you. You know better than that. Come on. No, I was just gonna be like, hey, let's just get rid of daylight savings time, so then we don't have to fucking deal with all this shit as it is, and be done with it.
I am almost positive we did a story.
It's phasing
last year.
Yeah, it's phasing out.
Where they were like, we're not going to do it anymore. And I don't understand what phasing is needed. Like today, we changed the clocks. We went forward, right?
Yep.
Let's be done. Just stop. We don't have to do it anymore. That's all it takes is we all agree we're not going to fucking do it anymore. There's no phasing. There's no steps to be taken. We're done. You don't take any more action. It's that easy. You know what you do in the future? Nothing. You literally do nothing going forward, and we're done. It's not hard.
Apparently it is hard.
My fucking God. I don't understand why these things are so difficult.
There's a place in Arizona that doesn't even recognize
the whole state doesn't do it.
Is it the whole state?
The whole state just stays the same time year round. Which is why I have to Google, because in my work I do have to call Arizona, and I literally have to Google,
wait,
what time of day is it in Arizona right now? Because I never know. Because I'm like, wait, we're on daylight, but they're not, or they are, and I'm like, it's too fucking confusing.
Yeah, and you're like, wait a second.
For the love of God, can we just be done with this as a nation, please?
Can we all be on the same page?
For the love of God,
please.
Let's stop.
Just same page? Same page? No?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I didn't tell you this. We had that fucking big-ass storm last week.
Yes.
Did you guys have any damage?
No. Or if we did, I haven't crawled up on the roof.
Dude, my neighbor's tree came down.
Did it kill your fence?
It killed my tree in my front yard. I had a little pear tree, maybe about 5 years old, not real tall, maybe 15 feet tall, like 20 at the most.
It knocked it over?
It fell onto it. Oh, no, it just landed on that motherfucker. It took branches off of it. It was a huge, looks like that's probably a big ash tree over there, and it had 3, and one of the 3 just came down.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Across the yard, clipped the back of the wife's car. It's not bad. It just took the light off. It's not super bad. I mean, we got to get it in to get a quote to see if it even is worthy of a claim.
Make them fuckers pay for it.
They agreed to split the cost of the tree, to remove the tree.
No, that's on them. Fuck them. Fuck them.
It's not. Based on what I know about these things, the tree wasn't dead, and it was a storm, so they're not technically responsible for it. If it was a dead tree that they were aware was dead, needed to be removed, and they didn't do it,
that's horseshit.
Then they have some liability.
That's horseshit.
You can't be responsible for a fucking storm. We don't know when a storm's going to hit.
Homeowners insurance for. That's what insurance is supposed to be
and
for.
The insurance is going to fucking cover that. That's what I'm telling you. They're going to go, wait, so a fucking storm happened? Yeah, that happens. It's not that guy's fucking fault. He doesn't control the weather.
I know you can't. I know you can't say this, but insurance is stupid. Fuckers.
Insurance is stupid, especially health insurance. But that's another story.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
So that's what I was going to bring up to you. So I got this issue, right? Yep. And they agreed they were going to do that. So this happened on Wednesday.
Okay.
By the way, shout out to TID Tree Service. Let me give them a shout out over here. TID Tree Service is fucking amazing. This is the second tree I've had them do. I called them at right before 8 o'clock in the morning. By 11:30, the tree was gone.
You got a number for them or anything?
Yeah, they're fucking amazing.
I'll have to get a.
I'll fucking give it to you. Yeah, we'll put it in
the or something.
We'll put it in the credits. We'll give them a shout out in the credits because they were fucking amazing. Yeah. They did a great job and they were there immediately. So thank you, TID Tree Service. You guys are awesome.
Okay.
So we got the quote from them. They came out right away, gave the quote. We're out there even less time to get it fucking taken care of. We sent the neighbor the text. We talked to them. They're like, yeah, we'll cover half the cost. Friday night, they asked for a copy of the invoice. I sent them a copy of the invoice. And then also a copy of the receipt showing that we had already paid for this. They said, we'll send the money momentarily. It is now Sunday. I don't have the money. So my question to you is, how long do I sit before I reach back out? And then second, once I reach out, if they don't get that money, how long before I go Soprano style and just show up and get my money?
So I would say, okay, so let me think about this logically. Most people get paid every 2 weeks. So let's say they didn't get paid on Friday, which is when you sent them the stuff. So I would say 1 week.
And which they told me they would give it to us momentarily. And 2 days later, I still don't have it.
How are they going to pay you?
Venmo.
Did you send them a little QR code thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So Friday, that was Friday night. So we're Saturday. We're into Sunday. I was thinking maybe Tuesday I follow up and be like, hey.
Yeah. Okay. Follow up Tuesday. They still don't get it to you by Tuesday. Follow up again on Friday. Is this all in text message or is this a verbal?
Text message.
Text message, okay.
I have it in writing.
Oh, that's it. May I ask what their half of it is?
Yeah, it's $500.
Okay.
So it was $1,000 total. Okay. Which is another reason, thank you, TID. That was not outrageous at all to have them come and do a tree.
To have a tree cut up like that. No, that's
and they took it away.
Price. Yeah,
the only thing they didn't do was stump grind because there's snow on the ground and shit.
Well, and they can't do that yet. So.
No.
Did they take your tree out too, or?
Yeah.
Oh, they had to take all
cut
those
it down.
out.
Yeah, they cut mine out and got it out of there too.
Okay.
So all that for $1,000.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, that was a freaking great deal. Yeah. See.
Friday's the latest.
Okay.
And then. Hey man.
You have money for fake mustaches? Where's my fucking money, bride? Where's my money? You shot me and set me on fire. Yeah.
And then if they don't give it to you within another week, small claims is only $32 to file. I'm just saying. Only $32 to file small claims.
I'm gonna hire Ray Donovan. The wife and I just went through Ray Donovan.
Good call.
And watched that series from start to end. That was really good.
Ray Donovan's actually. I wish it would have gone longer.
I'd never seen it before.
Yeah, Ray Donovan's a good show.
That was bullshit at the end. We were so disappointed that they had to wrap it up with the movie.
Yeah.
but we were into it.
No,
We
it's a
paid
good show.
$5 for the movie because all of the season was on Paramount, but for some reason the movie wasn't.
Because they don't have rights to the movie.
It was on
part.
Prime.
Yeah.
And I had to pay $5, but I'm like, I was in. I'm
Yeah,
paying
no, you're
$5
gonna- yeah,
for that.
yeah.
I'm watching this fucking movie. Yeah. It's fucking really good, man.
It's a good show.
That show is fucking great.
I cannot leave Shriver. Is that what his
Yeah.
name is? He's a good actor.
He is a great actor.
He's a good actor. I've liked him in a lot of stuff.
Him
One of
and-
my favorite, because he's always a really good villain, even though in that he's kind of an anti-hero-ish person. One of his best roles that I remember him in was in Salt, when he was the double agent
I don't think I've seen that.
with Angelina Jolie,
I don't think I've seen it.
where she's the Russian operative.
I've
Oh,
never
you should
watched
go
it.
watch Salt. Salt's a good movie.
Okay.
It's a semi-action flick with her being the main character of it, but it's actually a pretty good movie.
I don't think
It
I've
is
seen
on.
him in is the Wolverine versus the Origins. Cause he
Yeah,
was
Wolverine
Sabretooth.
Origins. Yeah, he was Sabretooth. Which he was good in that.
He was good in
too.
that too.
I mean, he didn't hurt that movie. There was a lot of other things that hurt that movie, but wasn't
He
him.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't his
No,
fault.
He plays a good bad guy.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Most of the stuff he's in, he usually plays a really good character.
I like John Voight too a lot.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite actors.
It's Angelina Jolie's dad.
He was great in that.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good shit. So yeah. Sorry, I just had to ask.
No,
'cause
no,
I'm
no.
like, that's one of those situations where
That's
a
legit.
weird gray area.
I'd say follow up on Tuesday with a text message, and then Friday's a knock on the door. Hey man,
I'm gonna ask the wife right now. Like, have you got the money yet? I'm gonna ask her right now.
I was
right
saying,
now as we talk.
who's been my worst, or is it one of those? Hey, did you get the money yet? Did you get the money yet?
Okay, I just asked her.
No, good
We'll
call.
see. So hopefully you get back to me. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go with the bat. I don't want to go Louisville style. I mean, I want to keep a good relationship with neighbors.
So you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You already got rid of the biker neighbors, so
That's true. We did get
those
rid of the
fucking
biker neighbors.
turd bags.
That is who moved in their place. And I know.
so it's from that side.
And I know that biker neighbors
Okay.
would have been like, rip.
Yep. Actually, they might have been like, "Yeah, we get that out of there. Just don't call the cops on us." Hey, we don't need the city sniffing around our meth house.
You know, those are probably the nicest people in the world, and I never talked to them.
Probably.
Probably, but we'll never know.
No. She said no.
Because when you got the motherfucker. All right.
She said no. Yeah, that's some horse shit though. Yeah, I think Tuesday's a good follow up, and they'll be like, "Hey," and they're gonna be like, you know what they're gonna say? I sent that over to you.
I'm gonna be like, the fuck
No,
you
you didn't.
did.
Take a screenshot because Venmo doesn't delete stuff like that, and be like, "Nah, motherfucker, you didn't send me shit. How about you just bring me cash?" Cash? Yeah, cash. Like, I deal in cash around here. Like, nobody has cash. Well, then you better go to the fucking bank and get me cash. Otherwise, this isn't going to work out for either one of us.
I just sent her Ray Donovan. Him getting the bat out of the truck in the car.
She's going to like that.
Oh, man. Especially since we just got done watching that motherfucker. It's good
She's
shit.
going to like
It's good
that.
shit. Oh, sorry, man. We had to talk about the sad stuff, and then I had to ask you about the tree.
No, it's all good.
Let me tell you something good.
Okay. I'm listening.
And I haven't pulled it up. I probably should have pulled it up first. But have you seen, we've talked about this a lot,
Uh-huh.
and I'm starting to get a bad habit.
Uh-oh.
I used to not spend money on anything.
Oh, shit. What are you buying now?
The new 4s. Have you seen the Nigel Malone 4s? The
No.
brick by brick.
No.
Pull it up. Google brick by brick.
Jordan 4s.
Jordan 4 brick by brick. These are coming out next week, and these things are fucking fire, dude. These are so fucking fire.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that.
Oh no, they're so good. They're
I'm gonna have to
so
disagree with you on
good.
this. Those are it right there.
Yeah, these are it.
Nigel Sylvester, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, these are the new 4s.
Yeah.
I've seen these.
These come out.
These are the skater
week.
4s.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Nigel is a professional skater, has been for fucking forever, it seems
Dude,
like.
these are so badass.
Okay, so while these are cool looking, the Black Cat version of these are better,
Oh, yeah.
because I hate the color red. That's why I think they look like doo-doo.
Oh, dude.
They look like hot garbage.
Dude, Chiefs game day, rocking those.
You and fucking Reed.
So good.
I'm gonna call Reed tomorrow.
So
I'm gonna call
good.
Reed tomorrow. Be like, hey, bitch, are you getting these to go with your?
Don't tell them. Don't. I don't want. They're gonna be hard to get enough already. I almost didn't want to talk about it on the show.
Bro, their starting price is fucking $400.
No, that's not the retail price. That's speaking of which, that's on StockX. Did you see that story on StockX?
Okay. Don't buy from StockX.
No, that's why.
Yeah, don't buy from StockX.
Nike did an investigation.
Yeah. They're all there's like 75% of their shoes that run through StockX
They're fucking fake.
are fake, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that we've already talked about.
And they're the ones like
the
we
fake
got
ones that I have upstairs,
guaranteed.
the reps that I have upstairs that I actually like wear for like going and doing dirty shit, not like bad stuff, but like working on cars and shit like that. Yeah, that's what StockX has been garbage for about 5 years. I've been like when I kind of got back into the sneaker game and all that kind of shit because I have adult money now and I can buy sneakers and shit. Like I ran into a lot of that because I was like, ooh, StockX. I was like, okay, cool. Now you know where you buy them? eBay.
Yes.
eBay is the one because they will send them
because they actually have the authentication.
Yes.
But StockX did as well, but it was bullshit.
Yeah, but you can buy those tags, those StockX tags that they put on that you can buy them from fucking Amazon now.
Yeah, it's just because it was a big
and
scam.
the eBay ones are
huge
actually
fucking
like
scam.
registered through eBay as a guarantee that they're real. Because my 11s that I have, I bought from eBay. The low top ones, the low top 11s, the Space Jam ones. I think that's what I got was the low top Space Jams. I bought them from eBay because of that reason. Because StockX is shit.
Yeah, I would not buy it.
Nope.
I have not, and I will not buy anything.
No,
and StockX actually may get taken down because of this lawsuit.
They've been being threatened to be taken down. I'm literally for like 4 years.
Yeah,
because there's a guy online named Neville Harrison, who's a big sneaker guy. Used to do a lot of shit for a few years before the sneaker game kind of crashed again, where he fought with StockX over fake shoes, and like that became like very very apparent. But all the big shoe companies were like, oh no, they don't do that. But now, because the sneaker market has crashed again, they're finally realizing that, oh shit, people are the reason why the sneaker market's crashing is because of reps.
Fucking goddamn StockX. And I'm glad, good on Nike for actually doing the investigation and finding out.
Well,
you motherfuckers.
Nike, it seems like is the only one that is super affected by that because of Jordan.
Yeah.
The Jordans are the big problems. When Adidas had Yeezys, that was their biggest issue. But not really a whole lot of people bought Yeezys.
No.
Other than the slides.
It wasn't the huge collection that...
No.
Yeah. It's not the same. J's are just a completely different...
Yeah, Jordans are their own category of the sneaker market. Like, you don't hear about people buying fake LeBrons or fake Kobe's or anything like that. The one reps that everybody has is all of either Dunks or the Jordan.
Yep.
Like the entire line.
Yeah.
The entire line of Jordans.
Yep. I'm learning more. I'm learning how to spot them myself now, too.
I'm telling you. The Travis Scotts that are over there, those are reps. But if you didn't look at them,
you have to look at them close.
Or you didn't flex them, because the other biggest issue with reps is their soles.
They're too pliable. Yeah. Yep. So many things. Yeah. So many things to look at, man.
I didn't know that either.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm getting back into the game. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm getting those fucking shoes. I don't know how I'm going to get them.
A shit ton of money on them there, fella.
It's $225.
But you have to get into.
I'm gonna
you got to get into the.
I got it.
Do you have the?
I got the app.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
I just want to make sure.
I'll be on there, ready to go. Right. I'm going to have it up on every device, like refreshing, trying to get in there, get them. I'm going to get it.
You know what? You actually probably will get these from the Sneakers app because of the market changing now.
Yeah, with the way things are going right now for the economy.
You actually probably will.
I may get in and get them.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Wish me luck.
If you do bring them to the show, we'll show them in person.
Hell yeah, we will. We'll do an unboxing of them. I'm excited for those motherfuckers.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
So that's it. I'm a 4 guy, but I will branch out into some 11s.
11s.
They got the 12 flu game one out right now.
Flu game, like I almost bought those.
Those are fucking dope.
I almost bought those, but I'm not a bread guy.
You don't like the red, but those are fucking dope,
the
man.
The 11, 12s, and I think it's 13s are like besides like the ones in the 4s
11
are like
and 12s that I like the most. Of the 4, 11 and 12.
Yeah. But I think it's the maybe it's not the 13s. There's another one that Hawkins and all them guys had when we were in high school. That I always loved one of those, and I can never remember what it is. I don't ever have to take time to actually look them up.
Oh, it might be the 13 that
I think
had
it's
the,
the
like the
13s.
dimples, kind of. Is that the one you're talking about? I think that's the 13.
Those might be the 13s. I can't wear those, though, because I can't wear any of the high tops.
Yeah, the 13 is the dimple ones. Yep. Those are dope, too.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
really
dope.
like those, but I can't wear them because it eats the back of my heel.
Yeah.
I can't wear those. Like,
No.
and I don't wear them. Like, I like having my shoes tight.
But the 4s don't bother me.
No,
And neither do the 3s,
4s are different
thankfully.
because they're cut lower.
Yeah, which is helpful. Because the other ones, they do hit your like
Yeah,
Achilles.
they eat my fucking heel.
It hurts like a
And I don't like wearing long socks.
No, and you
Fucking
feel like
hate
you
wearing
have
long-
to.
Yes, you absolutely do.
Yeah, all you Gen Z motherfuckers with your tall ass fucking socks. This ain't the 70s. You don't have to wear tube socks
No,
with
you
fucking tricolor at the top. Come on, man, we're beyond that shit. God damn. Anyway, these young kids.
You know what also kills me about, like, just talking about basketball shoes is, like, all the new basketball shoes are all low tops, and all these motherfuckers roll their ankles constantly. You know, if you wear high tops, because that's what a high top is for, it protects your ankle.
Yeah, you don't have that fucking problem.
No.
That's why when you're wearing boots and doing PT, you don't fucking roll an ankle because you got fucking support.
What?
Shocking.
What?
Jesus.
You're
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Why you'd wear low tops to play basketball is beyond me. So fucking dumb.
I mean, we did it, but, you know.
We did it just because we were in the moment.
We
We
were
were young
young.
and we were pliable.
Well, I couldn't wear high tops anyway because of my fat legs.
God, those are so good.
Yeah, I have the
The
I have the
11s
black
are-
and white low tops though,
The 11s are so
because I
good.
can't wear 11s high tops, but like I have a pair of the low tops that came out last year.
So
The
the lows look good though. The low
Those right there.
11s, yeah, like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
but
dope.
mine are white and black. They're right
Oh, like
there.
there.
Yep, those are right there.
Those are dope. Yeah, those
I
are,
love those.
The
I haven't
11s
worn
are
them.
fucking sharp.
I haven't worn them yet,
Okay.
and like I'm scared to get them dirty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared to death to get them dirty.
I got
but-
some shit I'll send to you. I got some cool shit.
Did you get some shoe cleaner?
No, I got a protector. It's some shit that's actually made in France. That's actually really good.
Like spray-on protector?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really dope.
Is it gonna? Does it? I can't fucking talk. Does it protect the patent leather? Because that's what I'm worried about getting fucked up.
I think it does all of it. I
Okay.
haven't done it on those yet because I
Okay.
don't have any 11s. I only have 4s right now.
I'll
Actually, I
bring,
have one.
I'll bring my 11s down next episode. Because I really do love my 11s. There's a new pair of ones low tops coming out. Because I've learned that I can't wear ones, even the midsole ones.
Really?
Because of it fucking up my Achilles. or
Really?
Fucking up the
The
back.
low ones?
No, the mid ones.
Oh, yeah, I only
You
do
got the high
lows.
top ones,
I only
the
do
mid
lows
ones,
and the ones.
and the lows and ones, and I was like, I really like, because I like the black and blue. You've seen my black and blue dunks. Like, I really like that colorway. And I was like, I saw them at Dick's. They had Jordan 1 mids, and I was like, I'm going to wear those. Because I have a fake pair also. And I was like, I really like these. I got them. I wore them to coach in. Tore my fucking heels.
You're
Like,
like, ah.
it tore my fucking Achilles area up. And I was wearing I was wearing socks to the top of the shoes.
So
And it still fucked my shit up. And I was like, well, I guess I can't wear
no on these.
I can't wear these either.
Yeah, the ones have got to be lows for
Yeah.
me. It's got to be a low.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah. All right, let's switch over to sports because we got some shit to talk about in sports.
Ain't no shit.
I don't know what's going on with the sports market these days, but the NFL is being retarded. I'm going to say that. Geno Smith getting traded to the Raiders.
Which is insane. Have they even announced it yet? All I
Yeah.
saw was that it was in the works, but I never saw the terms of it.
It's announced.
What'd they get for him? I'm gonna look
Third
it up
round
real
pick.
quick.
They got a third
That's
round.
really what they got?
Yep, they got a third rounder out of it. And this is Geno Smith's last year, which means he's looking for a contract extension, and he's
Wow.
looking between 40 to 45, and they're thinking around 30. And this whole market reset that we talked about last year with all these fucking quarterbacks, and he's 34, by the way. The market reset that happened when Patty signed his big ass deal has now transcended to everybody and their grandma thinking they're worth way more than what they are. Geno Smith, in my opinion, is worth between 32 to 37 million a year because of what he did in Seattle. He brought that he's not playing well enough to be the AFC or NFC West champions,
No.
But he's playing well enough to make the playoffs as long as he's got a defense to help him.
He's a game manager, but he's a little better than that. I'm saying he's got some
above
physical
average.
talent. Yeah,
he's above average.
He's not an exceptional QB, but he's a good QB.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing about his game that I'm like, that's atrocious.
And he's had help around him. He's got DK Metcalf, Lockett.
Not anymore.
I was going to get to that. Where did Lockett go?
I'm about to look up where Lockett.
Because I hadn't heard that they had traded him yet. I knew they were looking to trade him, and I knew they were trying to get rid of him, and that's why DK Metcalf said it's time for me to go as well. Which Kansas City might be a landing spot for him.
DK also requested a trade as well.
Yes. Yeah, I knew that, and it was because of them trying to get rid of Lockett. Because I think him and Lockett are really, really good friends, which actually makes a whole lot of sense to me considering of Lockett's family and his breed of wide receivers. Plus, DK Metcalf's a big fucking dude.
They released Lockett.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's
right. They released him, and
after they released him, then Metcalf was like, "Fuck it,
yeah, I want out.
I want to fucking trade."
Yeah,
he was like, "Fuck this shit, I want out."
Because they're now in the process of a giant rebuild in Seattle, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Which is what brings me to my next thing I want to talk about. Go ahead, do your thing, because.
No, go ahead, because I have a weird feeling that I know who's going to be Seattle's starting quarterback next year.
Oh, who do you think it's going to be?
I think Rodgers is going to go there.
Really?
And the reason why this actually makes more sense to me than anything is all the teams that he's tied to, none of them make sense for his playing style. Because they literally have Sam Howell and Jared Hall as their quarterbacks. And unless they're going to trade up to get one of the people out of the draft, Seattle doesn't have a whole lot of options because they were too good last year.
That makes sense. What I'm hoping for, and I talked to John about this a little bit yesterday, with them trading Geno, release Tyler Lockett, DK wants out. Clearly they look like they're in a rebuild mode. Look at this left tackle right here. Right here.
I'm not opposed to him. Charles Cross is actually a very, very underrated pass protector.
He is probably, as far as left tackles in the NFL go, he's probably average. He's probably right in the middle. But you know what? That is infinitely better than what we have had at left tackle for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay?
Agree.
And he is in year 4 of a rookie contract. He's a first-round pick. So if we got him in a trade, we'd control him for this year, and we'd have a 5th-year option on him.
Oh.
Yeah. So we could get him for pick 31 this year, possibly, and now you got 2 years of an actual legitimate starting left tackle.
Which would give them time to get Satima or whatever.
Or if he's good enough to even extend him.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to
that. That would be, to me, makes huge sense.
And he's only 24 years old. He doesn't turn 25 until November.
No.
Yeah, no, that's
huge.
If we could wrap him up for 5 years.
Dude, that's huge.
That'd be amazing.
Huge for the Chiefs.
And it'd save them money. It'd save them a lot of money.
Yes.
Because that was also where I was going with the whole quarterback reset thing. Is there are a lot of teams in the NFL right now, specifically the Bengals, Bills, that have these quarterbacks that are top tier,
they're good quarterbacks,
upper echelon quarterbacks that are going to price themselves out of the market for help, and they're not good enough to not play with top tier wide receivers,
especially Joe Burrow.
That's exactly what I was about to bring up.
Yeah, Joe Burrow is.
That's exactly what I was going to
really
bring up.
Good. He's a great quarterback,
but we have not seen him without top 5 wide receivers and top 10 tight ends.
Yeah,
and a probably top 15 running back. Because Mixon was absolutely top 15.
Oh,
their running backs that they had
top 10 when he was there. Absolutely. He was good. Mixon was really good.
And their running backs right now, top 20.
I like Chase Brown.
Chase Brown's a great dog. Don't get me wrong. He might be top 10.
Got my dynasty team.
He might be top 10. Just last year was his first year that he was a featured running back, and don't get me wrong,
he didn't disappoint. I was very happy with his performance.
But do we know that that's him right now? Because that's just the way it is.
They are they're putting a franchise tag on T. Higgins again.
Which is dumb.
You can only do it twice.
And
so
they're
not even trying to fucking sign him.
What's he going to be at, like 25, 26 million
and he's going to be hurt again? Because he's going to start it out. They can start off rough, and then that hamstring. The hamstring's tight. I can't go, coach.
Yep. Hey, I will say this: they got rid of the worst tackle or the worst guard or whatever he was in the league. He led every category. He won the Triple Crown. I saw this the other day on TikTok. I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head, but he was number one in pressures, number one in sacks. He was number one in like 3 different offensive line categories. And I'm pretty sure they released him
because he was left guard, or was it right guard?
I don't know which guard it was, and I cannot think of what his name is off the top of my head. He's a white dude. It might be him. I can't remember. It's whoever. You'd have to look at whoever led the Triple Crown worst off.
Worst NFL lineman 2024.
Yeah. It's crazy the numbers that they put up. Because I thought fucking Orlando Brown was bad. This dude was fucking trash.
See, this is give me the good ones. Don't give me the good ones. I said
want
worst.
The worst.
Give me the worst fucking...
No, I want the absolute dog shit.
All right, well, why give me fucking rankings when I want worst?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Google, you suck. You suck, Google.
But they still haven't fixed their offensive line. And granted, I'm not talking shit about their agency or their organization because Kansas City can't fix their fucking line either, apparently. And it's been 3 years that we
just can't fix left tackle.
Well, Jawan Taylor needs to go.
Jawan Taylor's not that bad. He gets shit on all the time. He honestly gets picked on more.
He does. I'll give him
90% of the false starts he gets called for on the right side aren't false starts.
No, I know.
We can see the snap starting and he moves,
I know.
which by rule he's allowed to do.
He can actually move slightly before the ball snapped.
As soon as they start the motion, doesn't matter what it is, whatever. As soon as that goes, he gets to go, and so he's within the fucking rules.
And he doesn't look at the ball; he runs by cadence, and cadence is supposed to be as soon as this part of the cadence gets out, he goes. Ball should be snapped as he's going.
Yeah,
he's
guess
just
what?
Quick.
That's what you want out of the fucking tackle, is to take every advantage you can get. So I'm not mad about that. Is he great at right tackle? No. But he's fucking serviceable.
Yeah.
The problem's been the goddamn left tackle where you had to move your powerhouse left guard out, and it was not his fucking forte.
No. But I will say he didn't do a terrible job. I mean,
the
Eagles, let's
throw that out.
Let's throw the Super Bowl out because I don't think there's a lot of people that could handle the Eagles front four, period. And if you don't have Tooney, don't get me wrong, Tooney's a great guard. But there's a reason why.
He's a Hall of Fame left guard.
There's a reason why he stopped being a tackle when he came into the NFL because he's not quite big enough to stop
athletic enough to do it.
Yes. And that's not a knock on him at all. He should have never been a tackle at Texas A&M. But at Texas A&M, they had a really good front four or front five because he could play tackle, and they had a better guard than him.
Yeah.
He comes to the NFL, and they're like, hey, guess what? You're not big enough to be a tackle in the NFL. You're only 6'4". We need a guy who's 6'7".
Get over here.
Scoot inside.
He was great at it.
And you don't have to be as athletic as that. And he's like, I could do that.
He dominated.
Put me in, coach.
Dominated.
Fucking amazing.
What's he got? Like fucking 4 Super Bowl rings?
I
think he's got 2 with New England and 2 with us. Like, the guy's fucking amazing. He's a good goddamn
and he's
guard.
Been to, 5 or 6 Super Bowls?
Yeah, he's really goddamn good. He's really good.
He's a Hall of Famer. Don't get me wrong. He's absolutely a Hall of Famer.
I don't want to take anything away from Joe Tooney. He's been amazing.
This is also why I told you that I think that the Chiefs did not get enough for him.
And
I think he's worth more than a 4th-round pick. Because
problem is he's old. He's 34 years old. You've got 1 year left on his contract, and he's expensive. So I don't think the Chiefs were worried about getting what he was worth so much as maximizing the value for their future. Because they got to get this left tackle. So in order to do that, you got to clear that space. Kingsley Suamataia, he's not the left tackle of the future, but he could be the what we just talked about. Or he could be the left guard. True. There's no reason he can't slide over, be left guard, and dominate.
I think I would rather see Wanye Morris come in as the guard. But yes, I could see
they got to get this fucking tackle.
No.
Well, he's not on the roster right now.
No, I know, and I agree with that. But I'm saying, like, for future purposes, I think Satayama or whatever his name is, I think he could play right tackle.
Oh, absolutely.
And you move Wanye Morris inside, and you have Morris, Smith, and Creed. I think that shores back up the middle.
Yeah, we're fine.
100%.
Either way, it's fine. I'm not. The only thing I'm worried about right now is left tackle.
And I worry about Kansas City going and trying to draft an offensive lineman again, because now this is 3 years in a row where they've drafted.
It's been terrible.
2 years in a row at least where they've drafted a left tackle, and they're not panning out.
Yeah, it was
because
one
we're
year
not high
before.
enough up in the first round. Because you know who I would have loved to have got was Runyon.
That wouldn't have sucked.
Runyon would have. Granted, he got
I
hurt.
like Joe Alt too.
Or I'm sorry, no, it was Alt. Alt is who I'm talking about. Sorry.
Yeah.
Joe Alt, granted, he got hurt, but Joe Alt would have been, I think, would have been the answer.
He had some growing pains, but I feel like he's solid and he's going to be their answer long term.
He protected Herbert really, really well last year.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think he would have been our better. Like I would have rather us traded up and gotten him than Worthy.
I mean, Worthy's important too.
Worthy's horribly important.
We'll talk about him in a
And he
minute.
ended up being more important since Hollywood Brown went down.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what that contract really is. I know he's got it up to $11 million with incentives.
It's like, honestly, I think it's like $3 million base.
They gave him a Juju contract.
Yeah. And he's like, I
which
can
is a
earn
good
that money.
deal. That's a great deal.
It's a great deal for the team, and
Yes.
it's a great deal for him.
Yes.
Because if you stay healthy, which is what you have to do to be
Which is
worth
injury-
anything in the NFL.
Which he's never had lower body injuries, it seems like, or at least he hasn't in
It's
a
been
while.
upper body always. With
And
the
the
bone
last
and, yeah.
one was a fluke. That was a freak injury, like what happened with Tyreek Hill. And I think by the end of the year, he just hadn't had enough reps with the team to actually make a difference. But he did make a difference in the playoffs.
I think
Just
he
his
did.
presence.
Yeah, he was fine. I don't have anything bad to say about him.
No.
They got him on a team-friendly deal. We're good there. Who knows what the fuck is going to happen with Rashee Rice? I think we're looking at a 6-game suspension there.
No, he's cleared.
Like, for real, he's
Yes,
cleared?
yes.
Like, I saw a meme,
Yes.
but I was like, that doesn't
No.
look real.
He's cleared.
How did he get cleared?
Because of
How?
his time that was spent off. He didn't play at all last year but one game.
So that,
His incentives that he could have had that were built into that rookie contract, gone.
So that
Because
was
he
his
couldn't play.
punishment?
That's his punishment.
Wow.
Because looking at that whole situation,
Bro.
looking at that whole situation,
Oh, no.
there's only a certain number of people that can put him behind the wheel of that car, and nobody can say for sure that he was the driver of it, except for how he got out of the car.
But he didn't get out of the driver's side, did he?
Exactly. So how does the NFL punish him
For being in the car.
for being in the car?
You want him
if
to dive out at high speeds? Like, just jump out of the car when they're going fast on the highway? No.
Do I think he was driving?
Probably.
Probably. But is he paying off everything that he's supposed to be paying? Where's the court case at? Nobody's heard anything about the court case because it's still in limbo. Is he going to come out of that smelling like a rose? Absolutely not. He's going to have to pay millions of
He's going
dollars.
to pay a lot of money.
He's
And
gonna
he
pay
should.
millions.
He absolutely should.
Absolutely. He should pay for whatever happened because he's responsible for both cars. He's also going to be responsible for any injuries that happen because he's the owner of the said cars. And whatever insurance he has, he's still on the hook for that. What's the point of docking him considerably more when he sat out and didn't get to make extra millions for incentives? What's
I don't know, man. I'm going to tell you right now, if that's somebody on another team, I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
That's the difference between us because at that point in time, I'm no longer pissed because he already had to fucking suffer with an injury. That was another fluke injury because
That's part
he
of the
got
game.
ran into.
Injuries are part of the game, and that's something that you take on as a risk. The risk you put out there was, I'm driving on the highway. I shouldn't have to worry about you coming up at 120 miles an hour and then crashing
Yeah, but you
and
have to
hitting
worry
my
about
car.
that anyway.
Again,
You shouldn't
you're
have
going to be
to.
responsible for that, and you should
that's
pay
where-
for that.
And that I 100%
if I do
agree.
that, I'm not
You're
going to get
fucked
off
for
with
it.
nothing. They're not going to be like, oh well,
You're going to pay for
pay
it
the deductibles and you're fine. No, they're going to be like, you're going to fucking jail.
if they can prove that you did. If they can 100% prove without a shadow, beyond a reasonable doubt. That's going to be the issue with that part.
Maybe if I can afford the lawyer that gets me to that point. Maybe not. Maybe my lawyer is like, you should probably take this plea deal and you're going to go serve 2 months in jail.
I don't know. We know a pretty good lawyer.
It
We know a pretty
sucks.
good lawyer.
That's not a great
No, I'm not
message
saying-
to send or a great look for the NFL or him
Let's
or the
flip to the
Chiefs.
other side now because there were a shit ton of people in the last 3 days that wanted to write a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs off. Lo and behold, he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
I'm
talk
a little
about that.
fucking angry about that because what was it, Thursday or Friday, the news story comes out. Xavier Worthy arrested on felony domestic violence charges. And everybody's like, oh, it's always the same. And everybody wants to bring up fucking, was it Rashee Rice, Worthy, and like 3 other wide receivers that have been arrested from Kansas City, like it's been 4 years consecutive of this shit happening. And then Saturday happens. And everybody's like, oh, he's getting charged. Oh, he's fucked. He's going to be out for 6 games next year, 4 games, 8 games, whatever. Because it's
Bills fans were taking victory laps online like
the Bengals fans. Those motherfuckers were going to have a parade in Cincinnati. And then all of a sudden it comes out, hey, because this was Friday night that I saw this story. Hey, did you guys know that like a week prior he tried to kick this lady out of his house and she fucked him up. She fucked a room up in his house. He has cameras in his house. We saw all this. Saturday afternoon. Hey, Rashee Rice has been released from jail.
Charges dismissed.
No charges done. Case has been dismissed. He walks free.
Interesting.
Imagine that.
Interesting.
Because cameras in his house exonerated him.
Yeah.
Huh. So maybe, once again, we should stop jumping to fucking conclusions.
Yeah.
When we don't know what happened. Like, I hate this shit with
people
social
still
media.
think Tyreek Hill
Broke his kid's arm when he didn't.
When we have his woman on tape saying, yeah, I know you didn't do that. Like, we just waited for the whole information. We'd have known, oh, Tyreek is a piece of shit, but he didn't do that. Like, am I saying Tyreek's a good guy?
No, he beat his girlfriend up in
college.
No, I'm not. And he
paid not
for
at
that.
all.
He paid for that. But guess what?
Let's not charge him with things he didn't actually fucking do.
Like,
we need to be accountable for things we do, but not bullshit that you made up.
Absolutely.
It's been ridiculous.
Absolutely. I mean, and people wanted to compare that to the incident with what's his face at the hotel, Kareem Hunt.
Oh,
They're like, no, motherfucker, that was on video. We know what happened with that. There's video of what happened at Xavier Worthy's house. We know what happened now. Are they going to show the video? Hopefully not.
I hope not.
But
I don't want to see it.
I don't either. I don't want to see it either. But at the same time, maybe it does need to get shown so that these assholes out there in the world that always want to fucking crucify these kids will stop doing it. But they won't because it's flash in the pan shit. It's, I can go make a TikTok. I can go make a post. I can have a bunch of people follow me for this shit.
Yeah. And it needs to stop.
Because like, the first thing that I thought of about Xavier Worthy, and I think his relationship with his mom is a little weird because of things that, you know, were at the draft. Like, she almost acted like it was his girl, like she was his, like, significant other.
Yeah.
And I was a little weirded out with that. But I get it. Sounds like he didn't really have a father in his life. Like, that was his rock in his family, so I get it. They have different family dynamics. I'm not questioning that. But what I did question about this whole thing when I heard about it was, I don't think he'd ever really put his hands on a woman because of his mom. Because of how much his mom loved him. Like, I guarantee you, she taught him not to fucking treat women like that. Like, that's what usually happens in a household where there's no, like, male figure. They don't see that violent side towards women.
Right. And so they're not picking up that bad habit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because there's not that, for lack of better words, there's not that dominant presence.
It's not that cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
The cycle of violence,
the cycle broke.
abuse
Exactly.
is not there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, nah,
I'm with you.
If it did happen, he's not coming back. Like, he's going to go to jail for this. He's not going to be you get presumptive probation. Nah. If he really put his hands on somebody,
if he really choked this lady out, like, that's a big no-no.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
Yeah.
But for God's sakes, Willie Gay got 4 games for breaking a vacuum he owned.
His own vacuum.
His own
vacuum, folks.
And it's not like he threw it. I get it. If
No,
he
he
threw
picked
it
it
at
up.
somebody, no, he picked it up and slammed it down. If I want to break my own goddamn vacuum, I'll break my own goddamn vacuum, and you can't tell me a goddamn thing about it.
Criminal damage to his own property, which you technically can't damage your own property.
No, it's mine. I can do whatever I want.
But because it was done in the manner that it was,
he got 4 fucking games.
4 games.
So I was pissed when I heard this story because I went, well, the NFL is going to fuck him no matter what. Even if he didn't do it, based on what we've seen at this point, if you have domestic violence in the charge, it's game time. They're going to fucking throw a suspension at you. They don't care. And then I see this yesterday, and I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers.
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
I was pissed.
I was like, I want to call these motherfuckers out.
Not happy.
So fucking bad.
Look, I understand we need to look into every situation when it's reported. But ladies, when you file false reports like this, you are hurting everyone. You're hurting everyone. Yeah. Please fucking stop doing that.
Yeah. Good God. I mean, if the shit is there, then yes, please report it.
Yes!
Please report it. And there are a lot of women in the world that don't report it because they're scared, they feel ashamed, and I 100% get that. Please report it, though. But if it didn't happen, don't try to ruin people's lives.
Don't make it up. Don't get mad because you got caught cheating. This is the bullshit that his lawyers put out there. Like, you kicked her out for infidelity.
Yeah.
And you know what happened. You know damn well she's like, oh, you're going to take it back. I'm going to tell the police you choked me.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Yep. And he spent 2 days in jail for that?
For this bullshit. Yeah. That's when countercharges should be filed.
Oh, she should absolutely get hit with filing a false police report.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Don't be wasting everybody's goddamn time with this and then trying to ruin somebody's life. Stop.
100% agree with that.
And it's not even a he said, she said. We got fucking video
of
this.
There's cameras of it.
Look, goddamn it.
Oh, you said that he choked you then?
Really? It shows us him walking out of the house.
He wasn't even in the house at that point in time. He was at fucking In-N-Out, he was at Whataburger. He was at Whataburger getting a fucking patty melt with some fucking onion rings.
Always go to Whataburger. It gets you out of so much trouble, man. I'm telling you. You just got to go to Whataburger, brother. Just go to Whataburger.
Yeah, all those fucking sports beat people out there that wanted to fucking write him off.
Oh, dude.
Eat a fucking dick.
And I'm sure Andrew Florio was all over that. Or was it Mike? Is it Mike Florio? Which was the one on PFF? Not PFF. It's Pro Football Talk or whatever it is.
I think it's Florio. Yeah, he's always talking shit on fucking Kansas City.
He's supposed to not even be here anymore.
I know.
He said if Tyreek ever played again, he was going to quit. And that motherfucker still talks all the goddamn time.
Everybody who always says that shit, oh, I'm going to leave if this happens. Or I'm going to do this if it happens.
I'm not going to watch anymore.
Hey, guess what?
Okay.
Guess what? It happened.
Yeah. And here you are.
You're still here.
Still watching. Yeah. Still talking about it, aren't you? You douche. Fucking hate these people. Fucking God.
It happens. But it's horseshit.
So much
absolute horseshit.
All right, man. I feel like I'm going to start coughing again if we keep talking about stuff.
No, you're good. Yeah, we got a little hyphy. Sources, this is breaking news. The Browns and Myles Garrett agreed to a record contract extension that averages $40 million per year, includes, that's another one.
You're going to give
fucking reset, and I don't know why the fuck.
$40 million a year?
Bills cut Von Miller, by the way, too.
Don't get me wrong. I think Myles Garrett is an absolute beast, and I think he's a great player. I'd love to have him. 40 mil? Bro, you're going to get paid more than... He could get more than fucking Brock Purdy.
So this tells me right here he's not a true competitor, though.
No, he just wants the bag.
Yep.
I ain't mad at him. Hey, he's about to retire. This is his last contract. He's going to be done. Get the money and ride off in the sunset.
But why would you, you've been in Cleveland for what, your entire career? You know you're never going to a Super Bowl. Why would you not take $100 million over 4 years and go to a contender? Is $40 million really going to be that big of a difference for you?
Yeah, it might be. Who knows?
No, it's not.
Man,
no, it's not.
With what they put their bodies through, I would take every fucking cent I could get. Every single one. I won't ever fault them for taking their money. Get their bag. Now, if you tell me it's about winning championships and then you go get a bag, well, then I'm going to call you a fucking hypocrite because that's what you are. But if you're just going to be upfront and be like, hey, I got to get paid. I got a family.
I know we're running close on time because we've been doing this for an hour and 20 minutes. What do you think of the Commander stuff?
Well, what did I miss?
Who did they just sign? Hang on. Because they just Debo Samuel.
Oh, they traded for Samuel. Yeah, I saw that.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think I don't know what they gave up for it, but I'm gonna tell you this: Debo is on the downside of his career. He is nowhere near the weapon that he was before.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't a bargain deal for the team, I don't think it really helps them in the future. Because as a receiver, he's just meh. It was his running ability that really made him valuable. Is that it right there?
Where the fuck's it at? Because I can't remember what they got for him. Hang on, let me look it up real quick.
Because
I want to say it was like a 3rd or a 4th round pick.
He has not been the same. He got hurt this year. He's been hurt last year. Like the most recent seasons, there have been games missed because he can't stay healthy.
49ers agree 5th round draft pick. That's it. I'd take him for a 5th round.
But what's he making? What's he left on his contract? What are they paying for his ass?
That I don't know.
Because if they're paying, $10 million for this year and they give a 5th round, then I'm all for it.
$31 million dead cap hit.
To the 49ers,
Yeah.
right? So the Niners are taking the brunt of that.
Samuel signed a $71 million, $71.5 million extension from the 49ers in 22. So 15 or 16. That's it.
That's not
16
terrible.
million.
That's not terrible.
No. Well, also considering the Commanders have the highest cap room out of everybody in the NFL, and they made it to the NFC Championship last year, and they could start adding
And honestly,
agent pieces.
had they not had
Holy
Butterfingers,
shit.
they would have won that game.
Yeah.
They had the weapons to do it,
Yeah.
unlike the Chiefs. They couldn't do shit in the Super Bowl, but whatever.
Not until the end when
time.
it didn't matter. Yep.
Garbage time doesn't count.
Nope, it
Let's
does not.
recognize it's garbage time and not try to make it better than it was.
I know, and we're not going to talk about it.
It's fine. I mean, it is what it is. We've already moved on to the next season. Like,
That's true.
that shit's over. Now it's time to start a new streak. Let's go back to back again.
Let's go back to back to back again. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I think looking at the pieces that we're going to have to replace and all that kind of stuff, I think Kansas City will miss the Super Bowl this coming season, but I think it will be another 2 or 3 in a row again after that.
It just depends because that 2022 draft was loaded with talent. I mean, we built half the fucking defensive roster with that draft. It was insane.
I know, and that's what's going to determine. I think it's not going to be our offense that determines it. It's going to be the defense and what we can hash out of that. Because
Unless we pick up, there's a lot of running backs in this draft. And I think we're going to have some more wide receivers in this draft as well that are there for the taking.
Yes.
If we can hit on those, that's going to help the offense tremendously.
I'm saying we don't I don't see us outside of the offensive line, which we know. Outside of that, we have the pieces still there.
Oh, yeah.
That the offense is going to be fine. The offense is going to be the offense. They're still going to score 24 to 27 a game. It's the defense that I worry about.
Yeah.
Because
that's where the holes are.
Najee Johnson and a few of those other cats that we drafted in the last 2 years have not panned out.
They're okay. Trent McDuffie is good.
McDuffie's
but not by
generational
himself.
talent, though.
But
Right.
not by himself.
Right.
He needs help.
Correct.
The safeties are starting to kind of fall. Like I like Hicks a lot, but he's more of a
is
bruiser.
not- yes.
He's not a coverage guy at all.
Hicks is a strong safety like Barry.
Yeah.
Couldn't cover for shit.
But
he's
he'll
not
hit a
going to cover tight
motherfucker.
end, but he's Dirty Dan.
Yeah.
He's a better version of Dirty Dan.
He's faster and
Yes. He's more athletic.
smarter
Yeah.
than Dirty Dan.
But he sticks people.
Yeah.
He doesn't cover people. He sticks the fuck out of people. And that works in Spags' defense. But with the questions with whether or not Reed is going to come back, we don't have that true floating, free safety.
Linebackers is a huge problem right now.
Oh, absolutely.
We've got to rebuild that fucking
Yeah.
room. We've got Tranquil for one more year. We've got Chenal, but is Bolton coming back? We don't know. Can we afford him? I don't know. Do we want to pay
Do we
for
get
him?
rid of him and try to maybe sway Gay to come back since he only had a 1 year with the Saints and that didn't do anything for him?
There's so many.
I mean,
there's just so many holes, so many things
I
that we
know.
got to figure
I
out.
know.
It's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. The defense,
It's the biggest question mark.
Amenahu is gone, so we're gonna have
No,
to
we got one more
replace
year
him.
with him.
No,
I thought we were done.
he's
I thought
gone.
we had one more year.
Nope, he is gone.
I thought he was talking about coming back.
Nope, he did not sign his tender, and he is gone because he put it on Twitter that he is going to test the free agent market finally.
Oh yeah, he only had a 2 year. I thought
Yep.
it was a 3 year.
Yep. Wharton's gone. Wharton signed with somebody else already, if I'm not mistaken. So we got to replace him up the gut. So the defense,
Chris
I
Jones
think,
is old. We need to have a replacement for him.
which I don't know that we're ever going to find another replacement for him. He's another generational,
He's a generational
talent.
talent. Yeah.
I mean, look how long it took us to find somebody that could
even though
rush
he was
somebody.
absent in the fucking playoffs this year.
He signed his contract, man. I think I don't want to say that, but like the reason why he was so good last year is because he was wanting another contract.
Yeah.
Contract
years
athletes
are
always
undefeated.
fucking playing. Absolutely.
They're undefeated.
And I'm not
man.
mad at them for that. But they always try harder in that contract year because they want that bag.
Yep. I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's human nature.
Yep.
Fuck. Well, that's depressing.
Solid note. Baseball season is full swing right now.
Bobby Baseball!
The Royals, when their true starters are out, look pretty good.
Look pretty goddamn
They
good.
look pretty solid. I'm still worried about our outfield a little bit, and our pitching, touch and go a little bit with the starters. Waka got roughed up by the Orioles.
He'll be fine, though.
But,
He'll be fine.
And I was watching what he was doing.
Spring training is for working shit out.
That's exactly what Waka was doing. Waka was working on his fastball. That's all he was doing in the game, and he gave up 2 monster home runs. And I'm
He's
like,
but I don't care.
he wasn't throwing breaking balls. He wasn't throwing his normal fucking nasty shit that Waka throws. He was just like, I gotta get reps in. I gotta get my arm loose.
Gotta try this out. Let's see what this does.
Yep.
Well, that didn't work. Note to self.
Yep.
We're not gonna do that
Yep.
again.
Yep.
What about this? That didn't work either.
Cole Reagans looks fantastic. He had one bad outing where he gave up 7 runs, but once again, he was working on some things.
Working shit
Yeah.
out in spring training. So if you're like the year
Yeah.
that the Royals went damn near undefeated in the spring training, and then they had another 100-year loss.
2003, they went. No, they didn't have a 100-loss year that year, but they missed the playoffs after leading the entire division their entire fucking year until the last 6 games of
So
the
they
season.
collapsed.
Yes.
Yeah, just fell
The
on
last month
damn
of the season, they
faces.
just fucking fell on their face because they went 26 and like 1
It's just ridiculous.
during the preseason, and everyone's like,
You're like,
"Holy shit,
oh
this is
my
the year!"
God.
Then they opened up like 14 or 15 in a row. And then it's like, oh shit, we actually have the opportunity to fucking run in some shit this year. And then September hit. And they're like, what are we doing? We're doing too well.
Wait, we don't get to go to Cancun at the end of this month? What?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
What? No, bro, I had plane tickets, bro.
Exactly.
Got reservations, son. I can't be doing this. God damn. So yeah, that'll be coming soon. We'll talk more about baseball here coming up. I don't know if I want to do a full baseball episode, but I definitely want to incorporate more Royals into the show as we go on.
Maybe if we can get some things working, we could have a guest on for part of the show, and if we can figure out the Zoom thing.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
Maybe we could call a couple people, have them come on. I mean, you can be in the studio, they can chime in this way, and we can make that work. That'd be fun.
Fucking A.
I think that'd be pretty fun.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get that working.
Boom, boom.
Well, if you guys have made it this far, thank you guys for staying with us. This was a fun, unscripted show. We didn't have anything to talk about when we came in. We did, but we pushed
We
it.
scrapped it. We said, fuck this.
Yeah.
Why are we going to do that?
We haven't been in the studio together for 2 weeks. Episode 75 I'll get out as quick as I can. I'm still having issues rendering because fuck video editing software. Fucking the
It's
bane
an
of my
adventure,
existence,
guys.
man.
It's a
Fuck
fucking
that shit.
adventure.
So, thank you guys.
Bye.